What up? Hello, it's me, Wolong. It's my 1300th stream on Twitch. That's right. 1300 streams. Not in a row. Unfortunately, like, with 2 full 1 year breaks between a lot of them. But you know, we move. We move. But yeah, it's a lot of streams. I think my YouTube uploads is higher because I used to break up like an hour of footage would be free videos. So a 6-hour piece of game would be like 18 videos. Whereas now 18 videos is 18 streams. So I think I passed over 1,000 videos on YouTube ages ago, but a lot of that's archived content now. Yep. It's a lot of streams. Whoa. I don't actually remember what we were doing. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I do remember. Yeah, we came into this cave and it looked like it was really corrupted compared to the area outside. And I think we're pretty sure that this is where the boss is going to be. And I think I'm pretty close to the boss. I don't think I have a lot of dungeon crawling to do to get there.
We use these for our training. When I was a kid, I often left them splayed about just like this.
What is she talking about? Used what for your training? Tables? Did you train at the Jackie Chan School of Martial Arts, where you use wallpaper tables and... Oh, shit. Oh yeah, the other thing I wanted to do, if there's a section of the game where we don't have an ally with us, I think most of the game you do have allies that the game gives you. But I want to try and get that white armor, the white cavalry armor. And the way to get that is to get rank 10 friendship or bond level with the big guy for you, the guy that wears it. Let me use this real quick. That is Dragon Cure Powder. Restores HP gradually for a certain period of time. Wait, hold on. My chair just moved like a lot. I feel myself slowly scooching along the floor because of the way the chair sinks down. That isn't what I thought it was. Dragon Cure Powder. It activates once it reacts with the user's key and grants a continuous regenerative effect. This isn't what I thought it was. I thought this was to upgrade the flask. Is this what upgrades the flask? Oh yeah. Dragon Vein thing upgrades the flask. I think these key things, these Dragon's Cure Powder, I think these are like those healing stones in Dark Souls 2? Dark Souls 2? Increases elemental resistances of all resistances. Wow. You kind of look at the... You see where it says Oil of Awakening at the top? You're kind of looking at the bottom half of the first paragraph to see what it actually does. I kind of wish these descriptions were shorter, right? Like, you have to read like a whole book. Heatproof ice. So really, the only part that's important is the part that says, dispels burn status and accumulation when used. Also increases flame resistance for a certain period. That's all you need. You don't need like the whole rest of it, but you know, it's their game. It's their game. If they want to put all that info into it, why not? This is actually better, but it puts us over the weight limit, so nope. Alright, how do we get to this big flag up here? It looks like the way up there is this way.
The chi here is becoming more distorted. It's a lot like it was at Guangzhong.
Whoa.
Don't drop your guard for a second.
That's right, I just parried an explosion. Dark Souls could never. I'm a little bit confused over one thing here, though. This is where we came in, I'm pretty sure. This is like where we entered the cave. And when it saves the game and you reload it, enemies should still be dead. So maybe we didn't enter this way? Did we enter through like this bottom part here and then come up? I feel like I did now. I feel like we came in this cave and I was like, oh yeah, look, it's dilapidated. Then we got this flag and then we're meant to go here. Alright, maybe I'm just mistaken with the direction that I came in. Didn't quite understand where I came in. Oh, this is an arena. Instantly notice it's an arena. Instantly. Okay, a chicken. It's a crane actually, right? That doesn't look right. Oh god, it's like one of those lamprey's mouths, but on its chest. Not good.
Looks like you're in danger.
Oh, holy shit! Oh, this is a tough block. It's so big. Doing this with the polearm would be nearly impossible. Cool graphics though. Very Bloodborne.
I can't fight like this. I'm sorry.
Very Bloodborne boss. Like, sometimes just the way the hairy parts look, like the long hair, but obviously not running a shitty Bloodborne FPS, like 20-25 FPS.
Allow me to assist you.
So it looks a lot better on this. Oof. Fire spells didn't seem to do a lot to it. It looked like it got lightning damaged by the girl here. Did it go into the bestiary? It did not. It did not go into the bestiary. Does it tell you about Hong Jin, like, doing lightning damage? It probably doesn't. Yeah, I'm not gonna read all that to find out. Whew. We can change these dice to something that actually helps us, like, extra health, shit like that. Yeah. This is better already. But that is a tough fight. Definitely a tough fight. Like, I felt like I was blocking... I wasn't blocking the majority, but I was blocking quite a lot of the... Oh, Taoist house key! This is an item for, back in the village. The girl that lost her key, and then it takes me through to the fix. That's cool. So we can return to the lost village, like, if we failed this one, and just find out what that is. Maybe it gives us some item that helps us. You never know. I think blocking that big one, blocking the critical is the thing, right? Ah, yeah. Hong Jin is using lightning. Ah, wasted the fucking summon. We'll go back to the village and find out what the Taoist key gives us. It gives us at least one item, and then we get to talk to an NPC, so... But can we return to this flag if we were to travel? I don't know. I don't know if that's how it works. It doesn't warn us, it just says, do you want to travel back to the mountain? It doesn't say, like, all progress up to this point will be lost, or you won't be able to travel back to this battle flag. Somebody else had lost something as well, right? Was it somebody's husband was missing? Maybe that's the husband that's through that hole.
Hey, that's it! My key! Thank you so much! You don't know how much this means to me. I just hate how absent-minded I am. You see, I also seem to be missing the key to the backyard.
It's a different key.
Where did I put it?
Alright, at least we got one item. I can't believe she's lost 2 keys. This is so stupid. So we're going here. And then I don't think we can teleport between flags, so maybe I just have to run it down and like run to the place that I'm going to. I don't want to fight more trash mobs, because fighting trash mobs does benefit you, but it only benefits you if you kill loads of them. Oh, it puts you to the nearest flag to where you were. Oh, shit. So if you wanted to replay a mission over and over again to get the reward, does that mean you could get a couple of missions to like 90% progress and then cash them all in at once? I don't know why you'd want to, but like, I think that might be something you could do. So if this guy's weak to lightning, he doesn't seem to be poisoning me. I wonder what he's weak to. How do we even find that out, apart from trial and error? I don't think fire's his weakness. Not at all. What up, Tortimer?
I'll take over.
Thanks for the 60-month resub. Thank you, thank you. Oh! I'm dead. I just got finished saying that doing this with the like spear is probably impossible, but I'm way more familiar with the spear, so I'm tempted to try it. The downside to the spear is that if you fail a parry, you can only fail 4 parries, essentially. And if you get hit, you can only fail like 2. Tortimer, it's the 1300 stream. How do you feel about that? What's your feels? Oh my god.
Know your limits. Get back.
Feel like dancing hot dog? Oh my god! I'm dead. I really don't want to go back to the village and spend ages leveling up armor. I really, really don't. But I'm going to do it. Yesterday I spent 25 minutes working out how the armor system works. But it should be like 5 minutes this time. Because now all I need to do is get enough copper by selling shit items that I can upgrade the good ones, and then take off all the crap enchants and put on good ones. Enchants are so weird in this system. Wish I knew what element that big boss was. There's probably a guide, like a walkthrough guide that tells you which element each boss is, since it is like a big deal.
I could use some more sleep. Maybe I'm overworking.
Alright, I'm using the Kiang Scimitar. I can upgrade this a couple of times. Once. And I need rank 4 steel. I don't have any rank 4 steel. Oof. Big oof. And then I'm using this armor, and I think it's my best. And I can upgrade this one time. I'm gonna upgrade everything I'm wearing just once. And then go back over them. I think the boss is grass type. You really think so? So grass would be like poison? Is there such a... Wait, you mean wood? Is it wood type? Oh no. He looks like grass type. If he was a Pokemon, he'd probably be like dark and grass. Alright, salvage. I want to... No, it's embedment. So, spirit damage received, martial arts consumption, these are all kind of fine things. Chill accumulation on enemies. I don't want chill accumulation. He's not water. I don't care about that. He doesn't want to chill. Poison accumulation on enemies, that's me putting it on them? No, I don't care. Instead, we can give ourselves something we actually want to do. Does ice actually beat grass type? Is that a... I thought fire beats grass. Are you smoking weed? Are you smoking weed? I'm just gonna ask. You know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna go all in on melee. Melee attack damage, or melee attack spirit damage would break his guard quicker. Yeah. It's pretty cool that you can customize the armor like this, though. Where's melee attack power? Can I not add another melee attack power? Divine Beast Gauge Gain. Genuine key loss upon death. Copper Obtention. Restore hit points. Dragon Pot Recovery. Heaviness accumulation on enemies. That's pretty good. But it's a stone thing. I don't really use stone. Chill accumulation on enemies. I don't need them to chill. So let's get rid of that. And instead we'll add... I don't have enough fragments. So we gotta... salvage. We gotta salvage some shit. We can salvage all these crap things though. It's fine. I hate that there's an animation every time you do this. Like, I need like 50 fragments and I only get 8 per time. So having a whole animation for this is just nonsense, right? Like, that seriously could be something that's just patched out of the game. It's almost like disenchanting level 1s takes so long that it's not even worth it. What is check uncheck? You mean like this? Oh, oh, you're a lifesaver. I think this is quicker. And do I still have to watch the animation? Huh? Ah, so the shortcut for salvaging is to hold X on an item, but if you've checked a group, you have to tap X on an item and then tap salvage. I was like, why isn't it working for a second there, but it does work. See? Like, if I'm holding X, doesn't work. Tap it, it does. Cool. Well done, Turtle. Toxin resistance. Let's get rid of that shit. And let's put on... Oh, I'm out of copper now. Right, I need to sell some shit. That's fine. I have tons of stuff to sell. Okay, was that enough? Let's go with Spirit Attack. Increase Spirit Attack against guarding. No. I think I'm gonna have to go for the things that sound really basic, like hit points. 11 more hit points. Then on these bracers, is there anything cool for bracers? Let's go hit points again, fuck it. Cool! We now have more hit points. And we leveled up our weapon quite a bit. Oh shit, actually you should embed the weapon as well. I don't think there's anything I can do to make the weapon better. Cool. We're done. That was still like 10 minutes. I need to get like quicker at that ship. Yeah, definitely thank God for you. This is the elements, by the way, and it's rock, paper, scissors. So like metal beats water, water beats wood. Wait, that can't be right. I think it's the other way. I think it's fire beats wood, water beats metal, metal beats earth, earth beats fire, and fire beats grass. Yeah, grass beating water sounds more right. Yeah? Huh. Yeah, right? Yeah. So fire... Yeah? Oh no, I don't know how the fucking Chinese 5 elements works. I've never played a game that has the Chinese 5 element system. Why doesn't it just use the American, you know, 4 element system? Or 3? Anyway. Now to go and grind against this boss for 10 years. The longest a boss has taken me in this game is an hour and 10 minutes, and it was the first boss. And then since then, no boss has taken me more than 20 minutes, I would say. No more than that. Like, I think the longest has been about 20. I broke his guard in one hit, so this gun, this sword is like way better. Those 2 upgrades on the sword to take it from +2 to +4 have done a massive amount. If grass beats water, then the rest of this is probably the way I said it is. Broken. I can't move when it does that noise. That means I'm like fully broken.
I can't fight like this. I'm sorry.
Oh, stunned. Yep, I'm dead. I don't think there are dual type in this game, but Pokemon dual type is weird. I think a lot of the Pokemon stuff is just fucking weird now.
Allow me to assist you.
I'm a total boomer when it comes to Pokemon. And I think that they had it right in the beginning. Doesn't Fairy beat Dragon or something, which is just like, what? Like, ooh, what the fuck? Shanhui leglets? Shenhua? The hell are these Shanhua leglets? Oh baby, hold on here. Yep, it's what I thought. It's the blacksmith girl's leggings. And they're super light though, 40% compared to what I was wearing is like 74%. They weigh so little. Holy shit. They weigh nothing, those leglets, and they're actually pretty good defense. Lieutenant Greaves is 86 defense, right? And those leglet things are 22, but you save so much weight that you could probably wear like a bigger midsection, a bigger torso. It's kind of like Dark Souls in that your torso is like your big thing for armor, and then it's your legs. And your legs is like, in Dark Souls, you know, your legs is quite high poise compared to like gloves have no poise, basically. Cannot block that move. Dude, if I could just block his big dive. Alright, he's on fire. Or at least he was for a second. I'm dead. I think I'm gonna change the battle setup so that I get the lightning benefit, or maybe I don't think poison's gonna work. Let me change the battle prep and I'll change my divine beast. I think the best divine beast for this is probably Keen Long and just going with lightning. What do we think he is? We think he's wood, right? And that's why fire's good against him. So he's strong against metal. I just realized that changing your divine beast removes all the divine beast storage that you have. So I'm back to 0. I don't have the divine beast for this fight. I might get it, like I might get it mid-fight, but it's doubtful. I'd have to survive a long time. I could go farm some gauge on some worse enemies. Phase 2. I tried to get Hongling back up. When I blocked the first 2 attacks, the left swipe and then the right swipe. I knew he was going to do a mid swipe, but he was quicker and I couldn't get the aid off. My bad. But if we get that far this time, I won't need to get the aid off because I could just summon the Divine Beast, and the Divine Beast will bring her back. so this should be a lot easier. If I can do that again, a lot easier. I'm definitely doing more damage, and I'm definitely breaking its spirit quicker. Fuck.
Could you help me out? This is bad.
I'm gonna wait. Right, Divine Beast, let's go. Where's the Divine Beast?
She is worried. Stay alert.
Oh, fuck.
I'll take over.
Oh! Do I summon another person? Summoning is a bit like Dark Souls. I think it makes the bosses harder, but it gives you like more
Allow me
stuff
to
on the
assist you.
field. Resurrecting with the summon was good though. I think I want to bring Zhao Yun or Guan Yu. Zhang Fei is my fire dude. What does Ally Warrior do? Does that do anything crazy? And what is Cup of Cordiality? Will consume 1 cup of cordiality. What does it do? I have 2. I'm gonna use it on Guan Yu and just see what happens. It increased my oath level with him. If your oath level gets to 10, you get their armor, and it also makes them stronger the higher it is. Let's go. Let's bring Guan Yu.
Together, we stride into battle.
Guan Yu's tanky as fuck. If he gains aggro for like a little bit longer and lets Hong Ling, is her name Hong Ling? I forgot her name already. Yeah, Hong Jing. Whoa, did you see that? Right out the gate with a critical attack.
Not yet. This is not the end yet.
Guan Yu's nearly dead already. Oh no! Okay, okay. Divine Beast soon.
Brace yourself. You will not get broken. We shall emerge.
I'm in a bit of trouble here. Could you help me out? I can't fight like this. I'm sorry.
He's gonna go for me now. Yep. Oh, he was broken and I didn't realize. He's using ice.
Thanks. I won't make the same mistake again.
I'm dead. He's using fucking ice, dude. The fuck kind of guy uses ice after being like a plant man? Oh, dude. If he's using ice, then what's good against ice? Plants? Hong Jing is plants, right? And Liu Bei is also plants. Should I take the plant guys? Let's go plant people.
With our strength combined,
She gets
we shall carve
fucked
a
so
path
easy
to
though.
victory.
And she uses lightning. And I thought lightning was like a metal move, so... Oof. I wish there was a way to find out what the enemy is. I just really wish there was a way. I think you just kill it and then it tells you. But that's not useful. So in the last fight, there was actually a point where he was broken, the enemy was broken, and I could have used a critical attack, but I didn't realize he was broken. And a bit like in Elden Ring, when an enemy's broken like that and you don't attack them, you lose out on the attack. You don't get to do the critical. He recovers. Broken. I want to try and heal and then recover.
I'm falling back.
I must fall back for now.
Oh! I took too long! I took too long to bring them up and they just fucking fled! They just fled and left me with a fucking souped up boss. Didn't even need the help. Hongling who? Didn't even need the help. Too good at the game. The bird was a guy?
Thank you for the help. The body's internal sources of energy from which chi flows are known as elixir fields. Depending on its application, chi can convert to either a genuine state or a demonic one. We hermits of Tianzhu, dwelling far from prying eyes in the mountains, harness genuine chi to wield wizardly spells. We have tracked the course of man's destiny for countless ages. Yet we have now entered a time of ceaseless war that has flooded the land with demonic chi, and even allowed vile demons to roam unchecked. Fate intended for us to meet here. So I ask you, will you help me hunt down those responsible for this plague of demonic chi? Your chi is what will restore light to this age of darkness. Even Baizu has taken a liking to you, it seems.
Who the hell is Baizu? Is that like a god? Oh, this is him, this is him, this is Baizu. He's the dude. New summon, new Pokemon.
I never imagined I'd see this mountain overrun with demons. It goes to show that the demonic chi is still rife.
Master!
The jiggle
You shouldn't
physics.
overexert
What the hell?
yourself.
Hearing you say that really makes me wish I was young again.
Wait, was that a sex joke?
Ah, I take it you have new information? Let's return post-haste.
She's so short compared to me. Like, I'm a big woman, you know what I'm saying? I must be like 6 foot tall.
I see. That explains why the yellow turbans had been infused with demonic chi. This reminds me of
ASMR
something.
slurping?
I'm sure I had it somewhere around. Here. Here we are.
This is one of those calendars that the Chinese restaurants give you
Elixir is
around New
formed
Year's.
of chi, and to create a genuine brew, an immense quantity is needed. A quantity near impossible to gather without a huge loss of life, such as that which is caused by war or disaster. Gathering it also requires a vessel, an elixir field housed within a human.
Oh, we've seen that. That's us. We have that
But
like
not just
ball
any.
thing.
Only the elixir field of a descendant of a lineage blessed by dragons may prove sufficient.
Is that a turtle on the left? Seriously? Like, no joke? It's like a turtle with a snake's tail. Is there
I
going to
think
be a
we can
big turtle
reasonably
summon that does
conclude
nothing?
The genuine elixir is connected to the current disturbances.
Master, have you any idea who the Taoist atop the dragon was?
There are more than a few Taoists who wouldn't flinch at such foul things. But to find out who it is, we may simply need to track down the source of demonic chi.
We know who the demonic
Then our
chi
next
guy
destination is...
The capital. There's a high official in Luoyang, regarding whom there are countless unsettling rumors.
Why did they give
What's
that
up?
girl jiggle physics when she's wearing like heavy fabrics?
You must
Heavy
be
fabrics
careful
don't jiggle.
and keep an eye on Hongjin.
I'm glad we didn't make our knockers big. I made my knockers
She
minus
has a
1
reckless side.
between minus 20 and 20.
Perhaps it runs in the family.
Why not? Just because it's not realistic to have her big knockers jiggling around, right? When she's got like heavy woven fabrics on, like really thick, dense textiles. It's just not realistic. Her boobs aren't that jiggly that it jiggles fucking like cardboard fabric. It's called art. True. Actually true. Baizi, it's a water beast. And what does it do? Summons Baizi to detect the location of enemies in the area. Additionally, Baizi fires icicles. I hate this. You have to wait for it to like read it. I think you have to wait. Yeah, you gotta wait. Icicles at all enemies within the search area. The search range increases with morale rank 10, cannot be neutralized. And then is Resonation. It says summons Baizi to apply ice damage to your weapon, increases automatic spirit recovery, and decreases HP damage taken. Cannot be neutralized by the 5 affinities. So he's basically just ice guy. I actually kind of like King Long though. I know it depends what you're going up against, but he seems pretty good. What does this one do in terms of the up thing? Applies stone damage to your weapon. Decreases HP taken, HP damage taken, increases spirit recovery. We're gonna use the stone one for a while. The stone one's pretty good. Alright, it said we can talk to this guy for some reason.
You've come here to me because there's something you
Bing
want,
Keelan,
am I
true.
right?
Reset parameters, accolade reward, and character creation. Let's go accolade reward. So accolades are kind of like fame points that you get throughout the game. Looks like we can use them to get items that aren't sold, typically. Allows you to move to the last battle flag you used. Flags are placed at... That's kind of like, Homeward Bone? It's a Homeward Bone. Master Smith Hammer. Why is it kind of shitty, though? Like, it's a 1-star item. Blocking with it is 68%. 100% is like the baseline for blocking. 68% means it's 32% more difficult to block with this. You can get gestures. Taoist salute this way. Stroke your beard. Wounded. Sworn Brothers Oath. Kung Fu stance. It has to do some meme shit. It says its move is called Rock Crash. I think if you look over the Rock Crash thing, you could actually see a video of it. Build up momentum with a vertical spin, then channel it into a powerful swing. Usable while on the ground or airborne. You do a Sonic the Hedgehog style spin. You do like a forward roll. Yep. That's gotta be what it is. Gold box of armor. Randomly obtain a 3 or 4-star sword. Bing, it's fucking loot boxes. It's Bingcha loot boxes. Randomly obtain a 3 or 4-star chest. They're expensive though. You got bronze, silver, or gold loot box. I only have 3,800 points. Do I do it? I'd really like another curved sword. Oh. The difference between 1, 2, 3, and 4-star items is that 3-star items have 4 enchantments, 4-star items have 5. Okay? And they can be swapped, but you can also get lucky good ones that are red or blue. And red or blue ones are rare and can only be acquired by removing them from one weapon and putting them on another. So you could find 3 weapons that have red achievement things on them and you could take them off. Time to gamble for redeem a loot box. Alright, cursed sword it is then. Let's try. Oh shit! It's a loot sword. It gives you extra copper and it's a 4-star fucking Bingcha. This is actually really good. Deflect difficulty is 25% easier. I think that's the same for all sabers though. And the moves are Starfall and Drifting Cloud. Oh, I like Drifting Cloud. My current sword has Drifting Cloud. I'll show you.
Don't ever forget the value of your life.
My current sword has Drifting Cloud, so when you attack an enemy you can do this. And then it has this one that I'm not a big fan of. Dude, this is actually an upgrade. Redeem a loot box. It's a downgrade in terms of damage it does, but it's an upgrade in terms of the overall rank of the item. Yeah. Let's see if we can upgrade it further and how much stuff we get back for selling an old one.
I could use some more sleep.
Let's salvage
I'm
a
overworking.
bunch of shit. I'm literally gonna salvage everything that looks like crap. Everything white is getting salvaged, and I'm not salvaging this because it has a legendary attack. Do you see how the special effect is in gold in the middle of the screen? Yeah. And I'll point out, if you look at the special effects at the bottom of each item, there are some special effects that are like super special ones. Like this one, right? Spirit damage to enemies with shock plus 2.7. It might not sound good, but it's got a red thing at the end of it. You see like a red debuff? So that's actually worth keeping. because that could be taken off and transferred to another weapon. I don't think you can remove the special effect moves from guns, though. Not guns, swords. Like this one, damage to enemies with chill. If you had like a Netflix and chill build. Spirit damage to enemies with chill. Alright, we're getting rid of these. Salvage. 184 gems. This music's fucking super relaxing. Okay. Upgrade. Our new 4-star sword. Where is it? The Blade of Bing Chalin. Huh? Upgrade? Yes. Ah, equip immediately. So it's the same rank as the other one, but it's now better. So it's 251 and it's A rank on water. And the other one is... Shit, where was it? Where was it? This one, right? I'm confused. This is 217. And this one's 217. These are both the ones we had. But we went from a weapon that has B rank in water. Oh, it's the same. It's the same. I think I'm going to disenchant this to get the power drop on enemies after martial attacks. It is still good though. Especially with the heaviness thing. Alright, let's disenchant our old one. It should be embedment though. It's not disenchant. So I think what we want to do is we want to remove copper obtention, because we don't care about money gained, right? That's not a fighting stat. And instead, we want to put on something cool that we have. Why doesn't it let me put these on? Is there a reason? I have the money. Only costs 15,000 copper, and only takes 25 gems, but I just can't put those on for some reason. Yeah, let's attach this. I think this means when I use martial arts, the enemies deal less damage to me. Which is pretty cool. You just hit them with one and you get like a reduction. Cool! I say cool a lot. Maybe we want to respec slightly though, so that we have more points in water. Reset parameters. So this will tell me... This will tell me which things get better and worse. I'm confused by one thing. Do you see how at the top it says melee weapon attack power, the thing that's scrolling underneath hit points? Why doesn't that go up when I put up water if my weapon is really good with water?
I trust you'll be back.
Right? Like, this is a water scaling weapon. Attack bonus water. The proportion of 5 phases virtue that is carried over to attack power. You'd think water would be like the big thing, right? Like, this is an earth thing.
Something you...
I'm still gonna reset some parameters and try and get like a balance. Wood gives you a lot of health. Water doesn't give you that much health. Water gives you stealth? What the fuck? Alright, we're taking some points in stealth. We're going for Skyrim stealth build.
Hongjing lost both of her parents in her hometown at a very young age.
Poor
She and
Hongjin.
her brother were roaming the wilderness, not far from death's door when I found them. Year after year, I'm surprised by how much tougher she gets. There's no doubt she and her brother are very much alike.
Alright, cool.
I trust you'll be back.
I think that we're talking to Hongjin
I've
again.
heard the rumors about him, of course. Could the high official master spoke of be the famous Zhengrang?
You sound wrong?
Let's set off to Luoyang straight away. We'll break into the residence and find out what we need to know.
Let's go. Let's go! I feel like I haven't found any good armor in a long time. Armor is something that seems to be a little bit more difficult to obtain than weapons. Weapons almost seem like a guaranteed thing for clearing each stage, and defeating bosses gives you weapons. But armor is like, I think it's meant to be acquired through bonding with the people and maybe through the loot boxes.
Chief Eunuch Song does not meet those who come without appointments.
On your way with you!
Come with me.
You're late, Amon. And who are they?
You will enjoy this. They are the ones who took down Zhang Jiao, and I came upon them by chance. Would not be tempted to bring them along.
Is that so? I'm Yuan Shao, Colonel of the Central Army. I've known Cao Cao since he was a stripling.
His name is
Even
Chow
the
Chow.
counselors of state can approach Jiang Liang now. And yet, that doesn't mean nothing can be done.
As
We're
I
going down the
expected.
hole.
So this well is a secret passage.
Oh!
Very well, I will lead the way.
However, if this passage is blocked, there's no way back.
The voice
We should
effect.
leave a lookout here.
I will be on watch.
The voice effect when he looked into the well and it did like a what's it called? Like an echo? A reverb? Yeah, secret tunnel. Chow Chow
Jiang Liang is a high
tunnel.
eunuch that controls many political fields. Yet he has not been seen in the imperial court for a long time. Instead, he is said to hide away in that manner of his that oozes a malicious chi.
Oh, he's a friendly. I tried to do a drop attack on him.
As you slew Zhang Jiao, I expect you saw the strange elixir he was using. That is what Aman and I are searching for, as we believe it to be the chief cause of the chaos that plagues the state.
It is, and I also have some. Let me really quickly look at this armor stuff. I got a couple of new things. I can't actually see them. Yeah, I've got a couple of things that are better defense, but they're heavier. Yeah, that's it. I'm wearing my best stuff. I still think these leggings are really cool, though. I think if you're wearing those, your other stuff is can be heavier. And it's more worthwhile to have a heavy chest piece than having, like, everything be balanced. Set the scene for screenshot capturing? There's a camera mode? Oh no, this is Turtle's nightmare. This is Turtle's actual nightmare. Ooh. This is called a depth map. Ooh. Whoa! This is what my migraines look like. No joke. No joke. That's kind of what my migraines look like. A little less extreme. Oh shit! Yeah, like that. This is what it looks like when I have a migraine. Chromatic aberration. Whoa! Whoa! I'm gonna film a skate video. Film grain. This is just the... Oh no. Teal and orange. Black point. Oh, you just raised where the contrast point is. Can we play the game with these filters on? Frame. We got tumbling pandas. We got a green schwa. We got a gold thing. Film. Fire. Anime lines. More anime lines. Cherry blossoms. What is stickers? Oh! Boop. Boop, boop. Boop. Boop, boop. Alright, we're out here. Expression. I know that you hate... Whoa! Change line of sight! You can make her fucking cross-eyed! You can make her cross-eyed! They fucking have a cross-eyed fucking feature! It's even called cross-eyes! It's fucking called cross-eyes, dude! Oh my god, that's great! That's so good! That's so good! Oh my god! That is fucking amazing! Holy shit, they have a fucking cross-eyed mode. Oh no. Oh, that's good shit. That is good shit. Alright, we're out here. That is fucking quality though. Oh my god. Cross eyes. I can't even believe that. I actually can't believe that because it feels wrong. Some people have cross eyes, it's not a joke. Oh, you're meant to press circle when you fall. Why would they make it so you have to press circle when you fall? Rather than just like not having fall damage. What up, Aerox? Right? Doesn't it seem kind of silly? How are you? I'm good, dude. I'm very good. All the more better for realizing this game has a cross-eyed mode in photo mode. All the better for seeing them. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, like if you're gonna make it so that when you fall you have to press circle to roll, just like take that out. Just make your character roll. I don't see the point. The world's smallest hangman thing. The world's smallest hangman thing for hanging like incredibly short people. Very cool. Oh! She broke my poise already.
Surely you do not intend to perish here.
Oh yeah, I'm using the new gun. I forgot I was using the new sword. It's not for hanging children. Jesus Christ, Turtle. It's the right height. Oh no. Yeah, I forgot I was using my new weapon. So my my back stance thing is now on Y. And then I've got this on X on a square. Did he roast me? But what did he say? What did Chow Chow say? Did he say like impressive for a woman? Oh, he said do you intend to die here or something, right? Well, he's the one that just got blown up. What do you mean, bruh? I'm saying did he say it? I'm not saying it. I'm not being sexist. I'm just suggesting that maybe he was sexist. I'm not! How am I being sexist? I'm just saying that we're in feudal China, and back then, you know, maybe people were a bit sexist.
There's little more we can do now.
You gotta roll away from them when they explode, but Chow Chow just keeps walking into it.
Like a godforsaken sight. The damage to these bodies tells they died in horrendous pain.
Prisoner's last words.
Wretch.
Is that an item?
What have you done here?
What is Prisoner's last words? Warfare Classics. Is it an item? I have no idea what this is. No. Alright, we picked up Prisoner's last words, whatever that is. I probably could have stealthed on him really easily.
So, this battleground is to become my grave.
Oh! I'm out, I'm out.
I owe you my life once more.
Oh, he hit me with the backhand. I blocked once, and I was gonna like try and hit him and block again. I got hit twice instead. It's fine. It's fine. I didn't want to beat this game anyway. Where's Chow Chow? You here? Cool. I wonder what Prisoner's last words actually is, though. Oh! It's a new item, apparently. It's in the new item location. What does it do? Tablet found in a cell under Lao Young. It appears to be the last writings of a prisoner. A man was taken by a guard, and when he came back, there was nothing left of him but skin and bone. Maybe I, too, will suffer the same fate. No, I refuse to end up like that. I'll bite my own tongue off before I let that happen. But what is it? Is it an artifact? It's a key item. Okay. Cool. I think it's literally just a dialogue thing that I've never seen before. Like a little story thing. Cool, Turtle. Good night. Auf Wiedersehen. Thanks for the 60-month resub.
It's not the time to prove yourself. Stand up.
Oh, what? I was stunned, and when I came out of it, I tried to heal, but there wasn't enough time. I really need to go and just upgrade my armor. I think the armor is one of the big things for me right now. And learning to parry. But that'll come. It's not that I can't learn to parry. I wouldn't have gotten this far if I couldn't. But every enemy is different. Got him. It's a big woman.
Finally. You're worthy of my time. Raise your head high, for it was your strength that won this battle.
I just realized that my fire moves aren't working because I don't have enough fire ability now. Yeah, I can't use my fire shit. Damn. Wolf Fang Club. I think that's the first one of those I've had before. Yeah. I think that's the first one of those. Is it just a big cudgel thing? Wolf Fang Club. 66%. So it's not like this. It's not like a great club. Yeah.
So, now we have the key. Whatever shall spring forth, that'll be something to behold.
Oh my god. How can I not dodge that or like block it? I'm so bad at this. I can't believe how bad I am at parrying like the water woman compared to every other enemy in the game. Assassin bracers might actually be a cool item. Sounds like it would be like a lightweight item. And that's kind of what I want. Doo-doo-doo. Dragon essence. Give me it, boy. Got him. I can level up actually and maybe get my fire spell sorted out. Ah, now melee weapon 1 attack goes up. It needed to like have a few more points in it to get any scaling effect because my sword is like a water sword, I think. Wizardry spells. We can take some water shit now. For a certain period of time, reduces the consumption of spirit when deflecting. Increases movement speed for a certain amount of time. Enchant your weapon with ice. Is there anything that enchants your weapon with stone? Yeah, let's go with that. Can I not use it? I think I can't even use it. Shit. Yeah, cannot be used with your current stats. Ugh. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the wood face has like a vampiric blade thing. That's pretty cool. Can I unlearn spells at any point? Is that a thing I can do? Why am I pressing the wrong one every time? There we go. So this one said this is locked and can't be opened. It doesn't say it needs a key. Oh, but it does need a key! What a silly way to write that. I'm gonna put that down to bad translation. Yeah, that's kind of just bad translation. You should just say, the door is locked. Requires a key. Got him. Assassin's cap. I might end up actually just using the assassin outfit as like a transmog outfit. Keep my like character on the screen looking like smaller. I'm looking around on the roof to see if there's spiders now. What is the mission right now? Fall of the Corrupted Eunuch, recommended level 29. Objective, infiltrate Zhang Rang's manor and locate the elixir. Alright. There's a hole through there and we can get back up, so... You know how mana is kind of infinite in this game? Why wouldn't everybody use the vampiric blade thing, especially for the dungeon crawling parts of this game? Because there's no downside, right? There's no downside to having it on.
There's no other way you could have kept the trusted servant of the court such as I, ignorant of its existence otherwise.
This is the woman's husband! It's gotta be! It's the husband from the village. Is he gonna talk to me? You wanna leave?
Oh, thank you! I didn't think anyone would come for me. I got myself captured while going after a little friend of mine. You see? I'll be able to get back myself. Don't worry. There are more of the little fellows waiting for me back on Mount Tianjushan.
Is that Robbie Damon?
We'll see each other again there.
It sounds like Robbie Damon. I don't know if it is. Totally guessing. Is that it? No way out here. Let's go back. Gotta admit, I kinda don't know where to go now. feel like we've been everywhere. I feel like we've done everything. Probably a couple of things we haven't done, but... Is the way over to that thing from the left, maybe? Maybe up and across? Trying to get to that flag on the right. Yeah. It looks like you'd be able to get up here. I'll go around, try it. I don't think I went right when I went up here the first time. I just went to the left. No. I did go right. The lighting here is actually pretty cool. I feel like a lot of games, when they're designing the lighting for an area, they don't want to blow out an area and make it look like overly bright. But this part is like super bright and it actually looks nice. It adds contrast, it adds depth. Alright, so that ladder is going to let me get these 2 items, so I need to go down here. But then I need to come back up if I fall. Golden cicada shell. Don't know what they're used for. I know I have 2 already. Maybe you sell them for like adornments or whatever they're called. I don't know. Accolades. Rank 3 steel. I need rank 4. Rank 3 is kind of pointless right now. You are kidding me that I have to go all the way around again. It's fine. Yeah, why wouldn't everybody just use the vampire thing? I don't see a reason not to. I feel like it's just so OP. You just pop it on, attack a couple of times, saves you maybe a flask every 4 enemies killed. Oh, maybe that's not the way you go across there. When I go up this time, I'm gonna look to see if there actually is anything across that bridge or that hole. I don't think there is anything across it, right? Like it's pointless. Yeah, it's pointless. I think it's to trap people that are trying to go across from the left. Let's go with another wizardry spell. Is there anything in this tree that heals even more? Summon thorns from the ground. Grants you and nearby allies a positive effect that completely negates an enemy attack once. What? Increases the accumulation of divine spirit gauge for a period of time. That's pretty cool as well. What the fuck? Resets all current negative effects, accumulation to 0 for you and your nearby allies, while granting a positive effect that reduces the amount of negative effect accumulation for all phases except for metal. Okay. Yeah, we're 100% taking them. Increases divine... Like, you could use that at the start of a boss fight and get more divine gauge. He dropped a blue item and a fucking 3-star purple, right? That's more than was in this big ass chest that he's defending. He must have looted the chest before he defended it.
Rare trinkets lie dormant in this area.
Rare trinkets. Shanyu bracers. Whoa! Those actually looked really good. So they're super lightweight, ridiculously lightweight, and they increase stone attack. Reduces damage taken in desperate condition. Fire phase spell, spirit consumption down. I mean, they're good, but they ain't that good. I hope I'm using the gear stuff correctly. I looked up a YouTube video about the top 10 things I wish the game told me. And it explained a bit more about the systems, but it didn't go too in depth about the armor. I just learned you could like take the special embedments off of some items and put them on others, and not to get rid of stuff that has special embedments until you understand the game more. Basically.
These corpses are fresh. Keep your eyes sharp.
It's a... Oh, wait. I was gonna say it's a snake. It's a Medusa. A Gorgon. A Gorgonzola. Oh, baby. Them hips.
A formidable enemy awaits. Ready yourself.
Isn't this actually like a Dark Souls boss from Dark Souls 2? I thought I walked that! You're kidding me.
Such ferocity. Must have seasoned warriors among their ranks.
Oh, he's in love. What the fuck is going on there?
I must learn from my failures on the battlefield. irritating.
Alright. I got the healing thing on, so I should feel a fuckload from attacking her.
This one is in the bag.
Got him. Damn, that was actually really easy. I got a dizzy flute. I think it's pronounced dizzy. It's not dizzy flute.
How is it, Aman?
The way appears narrow. I can see the prison further in.
Why is he calling him a man when his name is something totally different? Oh baby, totally different.
Thank you for saving my life. I am Jen of Zhongshan Commandery. It is devoted to my protection. Please forgive its impoliteness. Eunuch Zhang has been rounding up innocent people and stealing their life energy underground here. If this white snake had not guarded me, I too would be. May I ask who you are? Colonel Yuan? The one who is favored so by the stars? What fate that we should meet here?
Indeed.
Is she flirting or like what is going on?
So, this is what the stars foretell then.
Ben Shu, I shall leave the young lady in your hands. We can't take her with us.
Well. Don't let your guard down out there.
I thought we were meant to be getting elixir from the castle. We ended up fighting a snake lady in the basement and freeing another snake lady. How is this related? Chow Chow got cucked. That's the whole story. Rank 4 leather. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Where did he come in?
There's an entrance to the manor just up this way. That's all the information I was able to extract from that spy.
Alright, we're not going in here.
Ready?
I just want to know where we came from. We didn't come through a big door, we came through like a tunnel. Yeah, we came through this tunnel. This area is a lot like that Dark Souls 2 room. Like, I've memed a lot, but this is a lot like it. In Dark Souls 2, you fight a boss that's similar looking, and the area is filled with poison, and if you can break the windmill before fighting her using a torch underneath it, it stops the poison from filling the area and makes the area a lot easier. You don't need to worry about poison buildup during the fight. Yeah, just interesting that it would look so similar to a Dark Souls 2 area and a Dark Souls 2 boss. It's not a minor similarity, like it's a pretty major similarity, but it is what it is. Gorgons are Gorgons. Just having her fight in a circle arena with the fire like that and then the poison spray.
He appears to be drawing water from the dungeon. Such strange behavior.
Is breaking these pots causing me to... Yeah, it causes curse buildup. Negative key buildup. be the assassins.
Surely you do not intend to perish here.
Yep. Too tight. I didn't know which one I was trying to block because they're right on top of me. I think these dogs are here just to introduce the idea that that's how the curse build-up works. Come on. Chow Chow has a healing buff. Why is he struggling? Why is he like low health? Let's see what this item was. Yeah, we got an item here. Shanyu leglets and double dual swords. I also got a Shanyu leggings or Shanyu top part a couple of minutes ago. Again, I'll probably end up using this for like the cosmetic thing. Yeah, maybe. And the other one was the assassin stuff, right? Ah! So in the bottom right, that little marker is showing you that it has a transmog on it. So it looks like a different piece of armor when you put it on. That's what that little green man means. Cool. Where's the assassin? Assassin thing? Assassin's cap. Yeah, that's what they were wearing.
You may always seem it, but Yuan Shao's not altogether a mediocre man. In fact, he is a man of honor and trusted by many. If only you were not so suspicious.
Is this a stealth area?
Indecisive.
Oh! Oh, what the fuck? I swear to God, I'm trying to block these. It's just insanely difficult. I swear I'm trying to block as much as I can. It's just insane. Assassin garb, assassin footwear. We have the whole assassin outfit now. Cool. Good loot. I like that there's transmog in the game. It's something that Dark Souls lacks, but I can understand why it lacks it. Because it makes PvP a lot, like, different. Spirit gauge. Deflect up by 1%. Oh! Maximum weight is affected by Earth Sign. I'm gonna go more Earth Sign then, so I could wear some heavy shit. If we can stealth on this guy. Not with his buddy right there, but...
How did you get in here? Be gone, intruder!
+4 steel ×2. Again, very cool. Helps me take weapons up to +4. I haven't used a lot of the key things that I've had lately, like a lot of the dropped key. Probably have a couple of levels left. Sitting ready to like take whenever I need them. It's interesting this is how stealth works though, like this guy just can't see me. I wonder if the water spell that increases your movement speed also increases your movement speed while blocking, essentially making the stealth part unnecessary. Because when you're blocking, it's almost as good as being stealthed, right? It's almost as good as having high stealth.
Oh fuck! We must capture Jamra and put an end to the spread of this elixir. Post haste.
I got invaded by Zhujiang. I'll come over here and wait for him.
Such ferocity. They must have seasoned warriors among their ranks.
Got him. Fuck off. Oh, you bitch. I was stunned. I couldn't block the last 2 hits. I just had to wait and take them.
I will lend you my aid.
Dead? I think I'm dead. Yep, I'm fucking dead. Too many things at once. If the guy on the far right didn't get brought in, it could have been a lot easier. Alright, take my time. Oh, he dropped something.
Chaos has lingered long after the collapse of the Yellow Turban Rebellion. Now even regional lords have started scheming against peace in the land. We must tackle these wild flame before another Zhang Jiao emerges.
the fuck is hitting me? I can't actually see who's hitting me. Is there another guy? This is another room in the prison. It's a cell next to the big rotunda like circle thing. I don't know what you'd call it. The big arena. Cool, cool. I think there's one, yeah, there's one chest there that I don't have yet. And that's everything in the library, I think. What's that big statue? It's like a woman's body. Where does this go? It's like another way in. Oh, this could be the way in that I was gonna come. Yeah, I was gonna come from here, right? And then I fucked up. Low Panda. Right, Low Panda. I'm gonna give you something fucking sick, Little Panda. You're gonna get some insane item. You're gonna get this. Yeah, you're gonna get this. There you go. Give it a munch. Give me a trinket. Bronze. Lubo dice. Luck 36, negative effect duration down, lightning resistance up, deflect, spirit consumption down, and range spirit damage up. What is range spirit damage? Increases the spirit damage dealt by ranged attacks. Well, that solves that. I guess it's kind of shitty though, because it ranged attacks, like who cares? Positive effect duration up, wizardry spell damage up. Wood phase spell spirit consumption down. That's actually pretty good for me. That is actually pretty good. How do you get on that roof? How do you get on that roof? Jumping from... That's the way I was going to come out. Oh, shit. Yeah, it looks like you can get onto the roof that way. The environments in this game are insane, dude. They're like really well designed and really big, and you don't get bogged down in them for too long. Compared to Dark Souls, where you can find yourself struggling to like beat an area for a long period of time. This game kind of just makes you... It's like the developers wanted you to see the level, rather than Dark Souls, where I feel like there are vistas in Dark Souls, like when you go across the Sans Fortress for the first time, right? Like when you go to Anor Londo, there are vistas where the game shows off how it looks, but then most of the time you're struggling to play the game, so you don't get to see all that shit. Why is this flag so red? Tiger. Did Chow Chow just get broken? He is, he's getting broken. Like, repeatedly. What is wrong with this man? He's getting his shit kicked in. Ah, fuck, there's a ladder to drop. Yeah, if I was to work my way up and around to that, that would be really, really cool. It would get me the item on top of the large walkway over here, this item, and it would get me the one on top of this pagoda thing. Huh. Maybe I'd do that now, rather than later. I haven't actually rested at a bonfire, other than discovering new ones, so nothing is respawned yet. How do you get this ladder? Do you go up more? Let's have a look and think about this. It's over there in that building, which would mean you've got to go all the way over there. So you're traveling in a straight line from here. There's that shortcut. Don't think it wants you to jump on this roof. I think that's too far a distance. So the game wants you to go this way. Here? This is it. This is it. Nice. Hand soldier bracers and hand soldier footwear. And then the thing we have to kick down for the shortcut. Not in there. Must be in here. Yeah. Cool. Then there's another path up though. This is new. Oh, this is the little side room. Yeah, we did this. We did this already. There's a shortcut here! Oh, there's a shortcut there. You don't even need to do all that. Whatever. I got another golden cicada shell, so it's worth. Going right into this fight. I'm gonna use some of the key fragments, all of them actually. Didn't even realize I had one of those. I don't have enough to level up. Ah, that was a waste. That was a waste. It's fine. Maybe we one-shot this boss, if it's a boss. It looks like it is. He's meant to have gone crazy though, right, Zanrang?
Who dares to disturb me?
Oh yeah, he's a boss.
Greetings.
He's not... He's
it was
not
Eunuch
like
Zhang who
handsome
spread
enough
the
to be
dubious
a
elixir across the
hero.
land, was it not? It seems you cannot talk your way out of conviction this time.
He's gonna mutate. It's happening.
So you have already thrown away your humanity.
Have you no respect for your superiors, Cao Cao? To sneak into my manor and disturb my work. In return for your discourtesy, I shall just have to make do with your chi.
There's like 12 of him. This isn't gonna go well. Oh no! I think they're each giving him a buff. I think that's what's happening. They're each giving him a buff. I'm lowering his overall meter though, right? Like, see the white part of his stun meter? That's getting lowered every time I kill one of these dicks. Oh, this is him! This is like actually him. What the fuck?
Don't look so smug. Impossible! You can't beat me! Perhaps I need more elixir. You do not know the power of the elixir. Prepare yourself.
Alright, I'm gonna kill his other dudes first. All I need to do is kill some more of them, right? That's it. That's all I need to do. I'm getting health back when I do it, so GG. This is so easy. It's like it's like the easiest boss so far.
I must learn from my failures.
Got him. He's still alive though. I think it's part of the boss. Oh, he doesn't have another phase, does he? There has been one other boss that had 2 phases. But it was more used to demonstrate that elixir changes their biology and like physiology. Whoa! That's a lot of elixir.
You are... What is the meaning of... Wait, just wait.
Look at all the elixir.
Riches,
It's
treasure,
tons of it.
women.
Women.
I know. The elixir, yes? I'll give you half of all of it.
With all this, I can finally forge an empire to last 1,000 years.
Looks like someone got here before us. This will bring forth a new wave of chaos on the land.
How did the other guys steal all the elixir in the 30 seconds it took us to run through here after an old man? How did we not run as quick as an injured old man?
I shall just have to fight tooth and nail.
That was a little bit weird.
Until the flames of chaos are quelled.
This will be the fire one. Yeah. Is it a big turtle?
I shall not allow my status as a mere advisor to hold me back any longer. The House of Han is on its knees. It no longer has the power to unite the nation. That is why I, Xiao Qiao, shall bring down the evils of old and bring peace and prosperity to the land. What is needed now is a tactical mind unimpeded by morality. If you wish for an ally to walk beside you through the ravages of war, simply call upon this unscrupulous hero. For like Ju Chui, we shall soar through the sky engulfed in righteous fire.
It's a bird. Zabardo. I wonder if the other one, the lightning one's the thing that resurrects people, so what would the fire one do? I'm hoping for an AoE attack. That's really like what I'm hoping for.
I must leave the capital and begin
for those fights where I have like 4 enemies on me and I'm overwhelmed.
Mengde, we are always at your service.
Looks like it's finally time for our men to get to work.
Is that Garen from League of Legends? Let's have a look at this new Jade. Another achievement. I have 30% of the achievements in the game already. I noticed that when I launched it today. I have 30% already and I've only played it like... I think I'm about 1/5 of the way through the story. Why would you have so many achievements? But maybe it's like something to do with the accolade system and how the more accolades you get, the more titles you get. And maybe titles are achievements as well. It just 30% when you're not even finished.
The secret of the elixir's whereabouts,
you know, half the story mode is strange.
With him to his grave. Elsewhere, Dong Zhuo, a man whose ambition outweighs his conscience, brought the capital to its knees by force. Both Yuan Shao and Cao Cao suspected him to be connected to the elixir and forged a plan to bring him down. These two great eminences lit the way and drew many together. They amassed a colossal force comprised of 18 separate armies to stand against Dong Zhuo.
Oh, this cutscene's laggy. Oh my god, the frames! This is like 15 FPS. It must be an engine though. Yikes.
Thanks. What's your name, warrior?
I follow General Gongsun. My name is Zhao Yun.
Yeah, I'm actually dropping frames on Twitch because this game is lagging so much.
It's not done yet! I will take the head of Huashang!
Ofu, wait! You're too reckless!
Now is the time to show the tenacious courage of the Swens.
Yeah, I'm actually dropping frames on Twitch because it's not rendering them quick enough. I'm rendering like 20 frames per second, and it's not enough.
Benchu, victory is within our grasp.
Pretty cool cutscene though. Going from these small skirmishes to these big, like, battles. Very cool. Come on, bro. Let me in.
I remember your face. May glory find you once more on the battlefield today.
We should have been wearing the witch's mask for when he said, I remember your face.
Our foes are strong as well. You said your name was Hong Jin? Can I ask you to attend to the wounded?
Wait, why is she needing to attend to the
You
wounded?
propose I
She's a
flee?
fighter.
To Meiwu Fort with the elixir.
Milord, I, Lu Bu, will hold the enemy back.
It's actually
and buy
Lu
you the time
Bu.
you need.
He's got his big feathers on his head, like in
You do that.
Oh, what's the
Lu
anime
Bu.
called? He's in Dynasty Warriors, but he's in a lot of stuff. It's Lu Bu. He's like one of the actual greatest warriors of all time, right? Actual Lu Bu. Alright, really quickly, I am gonna lower some graphic settings. I am gonna lower some stuff. Let's go with oh god, this is so difficult to choose. Model level of detail should still be high. Let's go low for fog, and then standard quality for clouds, right? We don't really care about that. Chromatic aberration will disable completely. Lens flare I feel like I want to disable too. So now it's not running as many strange things that it was running before. I still feel like the game isn't programmed amazingly. Is this the Snake Woman?
The capital fell into chaos after your departure. Dong Zhuo, governor of Bing province, came and took the court by
Bing
force.
Chilling?
The number of injured is overwhelming. I hear Sun Jian is putting up resistance ahead, so if you get to him, you should be able to assist. Leave it to me to treat the people here.
I cannot say for certain how or why Dong Zhuo suddenly gained such momentum. To get to Luoyang, what Dong Zhuo's men will be ready to fight tooth and nail to defend this point.
Alright, where's our flag? Because I think we actually want to go back to the village before we do this. Yeah. Level 37 recommended. Yeah. We are going to do some of this other stuff, other content first. I even have a piece of content on part 2 that we could just fly through. But I think what we're going to do first is go to the hidden village. Wizardry Spell Mastery, Mystic Crane, Talismanic Water, Elixir, Lieutenant General Greaves. Interesting. I didn't know that there was another one of these, like a training zone. Alright, we're going back here. I'm going to use the bathroom, and when we come back, we're going to sort out our equipment and head back out again. But I think I want to do the other, like, lower level zones before I attempt the level 37. 37's pretty crazy. I mean, we just struggled with a level 25, so... Alright, BRB. Hold up. There's a new waifu in the village. Is this Lady Zhang?
I had a feeling
It
you'd
is.
turn up here
Lady
sooner
Zen.
or later. I have a gift. I thank you for what you did the other day. It
Cool.
is but a small thing, but it would mean a lot to me if you would accept it.
Mr. Crane. I don't know what it does. I actually don't. Oh yeah, it goes back to the last flag or whatever, right? What do these do? Give these to a certain person to receive a corresponding reward. I am 99% sure I understand what this is without even being told. I think you give this to the monk on the mountain. I think you give it to that monk and he like gives you some shit like a loot box. You know what I'm gonna do real quick? I'm gonna check to see if I can get another loot box.
Something you wanna ask?
Alright, let's go with chest armor. Yellow turban commanders, ranged attack damage received, divine beast gauge. Nah.
Don't ever forget the value of your life.
I also wanted to check on the pandas. I think that the pandas appear here the more that you save. Yeah, look.
Oh, how fare you? It is I, the one you rescued from the dungeon in Luoyang. I would have never gotten out there without you.
He's the panda guy?
I can't thank you enough. With formalities out of the way, don't you think they are adorable? Just looking at them gives me peace of mind and fills me with energy. I can't help but break into a silly grin even as we speak. I have this humble dream, to have this village become a haven for these fellows. When you see them out on your travels, be sure to treat them kindly. They'll follow you back to the village if they like you. I used to be a hunter once, but one day I unwittingly took the innocent lives of a bear and his cub. Since then, I've lost the will to hunt and ended up settling down in this village. They seem to know what's inside a person's heart. Here, just look at how happy they are when you come along. They seem to know. Here, just...
Alright. I really thought that was the woman's husband. It still could be. It still could be that woman's husband, but I don't know. So far, we got 3 of them. And it doesn't look like there's a way to check, it doesn't look like there's a way to check which other ones we've got, or which ones we haven't got yet. I think I want to lower some settings. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to lower some shit. It just seems like it's still lagging, like quite a lot. It doesn't even look that different when you change settings. And it still has that jerky frame rate that I can't seem to get rid of. The woman who lost her husband was down here. Was she? Golden cicada shell. Huh?
You after the secret of immortality like all the others? All right. I'm not one to beat around the bush. Truth is, I'm collecting golden glowing cicadas
Oh
to
shit!
transcend death.
We just give them to this guy. He's been here the whole time.
A long time ago, I used to be a merchant. If you bring me some golden, how about it?
I have fucking
hey,
tons.
I've been waiting for you.
Number to give. I only have 6.
You know, this numbing sensation on my tongue, I can't get enough of this.
Got a cool cudgel. Got a cudgel. 5-colored cudgel. Goshawk's Dance. Spirit gain, spell duration. I still don't understand. I still don't understand what is good and bad. Because it looks like 5-colored cudgel is always going to have the same base stats, right? And then making it a +1 changes the stats in one direction. So I almost don't see the point. Like, these two weapons could be the same. All I need to do is, like, change the... what's it called? Change the enchantments. It's really just the special effect would be the reason that you would use one weapon over another. Maybe I just don't know enough about weapons yet, though. Like, if I got another Kiang Scimitar that was +3 in Legendary, I could make them identical by changing the substats. But the only thing I couldn't change would be the special effect moveset. So what's the point of having, like, all these other weapons? Yeah, it just seems like a very strange system. This was the couple, right? They were like a couple.
Ah, you must be the one who came with Hung Jing. Please, there may not be much in
Yeah, it wasn't them. There was one woman on her own. Was she in a house?
You. Aren't you the malicious old... Oh, I know I'm making a mess of myself.
Right, she's got a lot of books, but there was another girl. Another woman. Is this Scarecrow wearing my clothes? I have no idea where this person is. Pining woman's note. Oh no, has she fucking jumped off the... She hasn't jumped off the fucking thing, has she? Everyone says you're a difficult man to speak to, but I know you care for this village more than anyone, and so I look up to you, the most kind and caring person I know. Yeah, I don't know where the woman is that's looking for her husband. I really don't understand this. How did I saw her once. I definitely saw her. I didn't make her up.
It is one's own weakness that always...
This is a guy that gives, like, military advice for some reason. Like, military strategy advice. But he doesn't seem to do anything.
So, do you ever pick up tablets? If you do, I'd appreciate if you would bring them.
Oh!
Oh, it's not what you think. I didn't... Take this.
She wants tablets?
Sometime, I bet my... according to...
Alright, I think she took the tablets or, like, read them over my shoulder. Still don't know where the woman with the missing husband is. This was the woman with the key.
You see, where did I put it?
But where's the woman with the missing husband? Alright, fuck it. I've been here too long. Let's sell and salvage a bunch of gear.
Maybe I'm overworking.
I have to keep at least one set of Shanyu leglets. And I'm looking for, like, special, poisony things. I can't remember what they're called. Special enchants. This is taking forever. Oh my god. I guess we just need to do it once every so often though, so it's fine. I need to keep the Shan Yue vest so I can like make the other stuff look like it. Same with the assassin ship. What am I doing? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sell all this. Then I'm gonna use the embedment thing to disenchant a load of stuff. Hold on. If you wanted to, couldn't you just use the Nameless Warrior garb for the whole game because it has 5 slots and just take stuff off of like other things? Like, wouldn't that be a thing you could do? I don't understand why you wouldn't be able to do that, so that probably means you can do that. Like, just find a 4-star item that has a decent first primary stat, and then just like, that's it. I'm gonna keep the witch ritual robe in case I want to use it for an outfit. Oh my god, I got so much shit. How have I got this much stuff? This is what happens when you play the game for 9 hours and you don't get rid of anything in your inventory. It's a nightmare. Oh my god, it just keeps going. Okay, salvage. Nice. I didn't even salvage weapons yet. I haven't even done that. There's probably already a tier list for this game for like which primary stat is the best primary stat to have. Or which special effect moveset's the best moveset to have and all that stuff. I'm getting rid of anything that doesn't look crazy good. Is HP as a primary stat good? I think that's pretty bad. I think you'd want something like all damage done or spirit gain. Alliance Spirit Defense. What the fuck does that mean? Increases the spirit defense for you and your allies. Oh! 24 spirit defense is actually pretty good. That's actually pretty high. Right? Cool. Salvage. Can't upgrade this. Spear damage up, wizardry spell consumption. A lot of these like good things I have, like things that you'd consider good, like high quality items, are actually pretty bad because they have really bad primary stats. Straight saber damage. I have a curved sword, right? Yeah. think this is my best thing, this yellow turban commander helmet, because it has spirit gain. It doesn't like strike me as something better than what I have. Heaviness accumulation on enemies is good though. Okay, I think we go with this, and then stealth would be pretty cool, and it's lighter as well, but it's so much lower in defense. I think this is the best. Damage to enemies with negative effects. Fatal strike damage. That's the critical attack, right? Yeah, I think it is. Damage to enemies with negative effects is pretty sick though, and it's a lot lighter than what I'm wearing. It's just the defense is so much lower. It's already a +2 and it's only 25 defense. These are about the same weight, so when this is leveled up, it might have close to 76 defense. So I guess we wear this. And then leggings. I don't think there's anything better than what I have. Spirit from deflecting is high on that, but it's like way less defense. Yeah. I should sell some of these things as well.
Welcome.
Bedman, salvage, salvage. Because these are all the same. All trinkets are the same because they all just have this, even though this is like a 2-star and this is a 1-star, they have the same primary stat of key obtention and the exact same number. So there's no point in keeping any of this. Apart from if you want to like extract the chill thing. I don't think I want to. Yeah, there's no point. Just like keep 1 of each. Or 2 of each. Enemy detection. Is that stealth? Displays the location of enemies on the sense key map. What? What? You just get that as like a permanent thing? Okay. Cool. And you can't do embedment. Yeah, you can't do embedment on these. Ah! Got it. You can't do embedment on accessories, so if you want good like secondary stats, you have to roll for them. Because I was about to take off the heaviness accumulation, but you can't do it. Cool, cool. So shooting damage I don't need, and I can replace that with something better. So melee attack damage or melee attack spirit damage. I'm gonna go spirit damage. I would also say chill accumulation I don't care about. I'll go with general damage received down is pretty cool. Spirit damage received. Heaviness accumulation, spirit damage. Yeah, this is fine. Burns accumulation I don't care about. Let's go spirit sustainability. Elemental damage reduction, general like thing. That's fine. Melee attack spirit damage. Yes. Range spirit damage received. Do I care about that? No. Positive effect duration is pretty cool, because I do use the vampiric wood spell quite a lot. I'm gonna go with that. And then the only thing we have left to do is see if we can upgrade this ship. Oh, I don't need to double tap it. I could just press it. Didn't realize that. Yeah. So we'll do decorate and make it look like the assassin's outfit. Why doesn't it give you a preview? Is it giving me a preview? Is this a preview that I'm looking at? Because these all look the same. Let's check that. Nope, it's not a preview. Why not give you a preview of like what it looks like rather than just using the little thumbnail picture? There really isn't anything good looking for helmets. They all look stupid. They all look like mega dumb. The witch's mask is probably the dumbest. Whoa! I take it back. This is the dumbest. What the fuck? It looks terrible. Alright. Even this doesn't really fit on her head. Like, it looks like a soup bowl more than a bandana. Can't you, like, make your helmet invisible? A lot of games, they, like, allow you to just make it look invisible. So you don't need to look at some dumb helmet the whole game. That looks terrible. It looks like a giant fish strapped to my leg. Cool! After all that, we're finally done. That was like 25 minutes. It's just me looking at menus. And we still can't find that woman's husband. Or rather, we can't even find the woman who's looking for her husband. I'm pretty sure she was here. It was like, she was on her own, and she was like, oh, where's my husband? It could be that it's a meme, and maybe the woman's husband is that guy that's up on the tower. So technically we found him. What up, dude?
A village as prosperous as this, we owe it to the younger generation.
Am I wearing shoes? I'm not wearing shoes. That could be a problem. You're supposed to wear shoes. Like, you know. Alright, enough fucking around. Level up, and then I'm heading out. I have some level 25 levels to do, and yeah, this is a level 20 level. I may as well do it just for the fun. It's a lot lower than the level I am. It'd be interesting to see if with this level, like 4-star weapon or +4 weapon, if I just body things, hit them like twice maybe, and then break their will. We can use it as an opportunity to rank up our bond. I do want to rank up my bond with specifically Beard Crown? Sir Magnificent Beard Crown. Does it give you his beard and his crown? I wanted to rank up with Zhao Yun to get his outfit.
Let us push forward.
The other mission then is to find a good hat, because our hat looks like shit. Is there just nothing here? I'm almost surprised that the game lets you get all these like cool things, like a buff that heals you that you can just use whenever. Dude, that fucking move when she kicks their stomach to remove her sword, that is fucking brutal. Like, it's actually brutal. You see it more clearly now that I'm not wearing all that armor. Like, you can see the silhouette of the character better because she's lighter. She's lighter in color without all the armor on, and it makes it so much easier to see that stuff. I can get over to that guy. Cool. I think that's heaviness that I gave that guy, right? That's the heaviness debuff? That said, a level 31 died here. How are you dying here at level 31? Like, what is going on? You know? Like, I'm kind of confused as to how you could die here at level 31. I've had some silly deaths in games, but that seems very silly. What a goofy guy. give this little dude a... Let's give him a pretty good weapon. Let's give him this. Hold on, I don't have anything that's rank 3 without having a special move on it. This is decent. You gonna eat it? Cool. It says 1 out of 1 flag in the top, as if there maybe is only 1 flag here. So I'm guessing there's just a boss and a bunch of enemies, and that's it. Ah, there's Zhang Yan.
Zhang Yan is my name.
Zhang Yan?
Let me see what you're made of.
He's wearing an assassin hat.
Fanatics. I'll surrender. I'll swear loyalty to the Imperial Court.
Oh. He's surrendering instead of just dying. That's pretty interesting. Visit hidden village. Return to current battlefield. Just leave me. Oh no, that's not what it does. I thought it was just gonna leave me back to like where Zhang Yang just died. It's not. Damn. This is interesting as well. Why are the load times so big if this game's on an NVMe SSD? The only thing I can think is that maybe it's something to do with it using DX12, and it has to render in all the DX12 stuff. Alright, we got a couple more low-level areas to do. I guess we could just do them. It doesn't tell you if you've got the panda in an area. See what it says, like 5 out of 5 flags, 4 out of 5 flags? It doesn't tell you if you've got the panda. I wonder if there's a way to just tell. I would hate to want, like, say for example, if you have all the pandas, you get some secret cool thing that I want, right? I would hate to have to go back to every single level, go through every single load screen, and run to where the panda should be, and then I already have that panda, you know? Let's do this one. I'm not even reading like the little blurb about the levels, but I think it's just for people who want to.
Demons again. Let's take care of them before they get to the village.
Right. Let's also bring in Guan Zhaoyun. I got an achievement for bringing in Zhaoyun. Like, why? I don't understand how it's an achievement, but okay. It's probably like achievement for summoning a certain amount of people. Ooh, was there an item here in the normal game? I think I missed it if there was. Holy shit. I'm kind of bullying these guys. I don't think I'm low enough level to feel a challenge here. I liked this level when we first did it. It felt really cool that everything was very windy and ended up kind of in the same place. Should I be using Elixir? I really feel like I've been missing out on using a lot of these items. What does Elixir even do? Now that we understand a bit more about the game. Elixir is a medicine, raises morale rank and increases spirit gain when used, but causes spirit to slowly decrease over time. Has the power to revitalize one's elixir field, part of the body that works as energy centers, and raises the user's ki in order to increase morale. However, an overdose can cause one to lose their mind. Yeah, I think that you're only allowed to have like 3 of them on at once. So if you were to use them in a boss fight, you would get to use the 3 that you have, and then that's it. That guy was on fire but didn't explode. Very weird. Great Club of Polaris +1. That's pretty sick. If people are using the Great Club, then that's probably like the best one they've had this far in the game. I know I've only had a +3 club so far. Do I raise this just for the memes? Spirit sustainability up is spirit sustainability good? What is that? Affects the duration that a high level of spirit can be maintained. Oh fuck! Alright, I need to put points into metal. I need to put a lot of points into metal going forward. Maybe like another 5. Because I do feel like my spirit drops down pretty quickly. There's a little panda. Let's give him... Ooh, do I give him this? Nah. Let's give him this. No. Let's give him this. Fucking hell, he got roasted. If I'd sneak attacked him, he probably would have died to that anyway. I forgot I could do that. I can like tell them to attack. Totally forgot I could do that. Oh shit, it's one of these big guys.
Taken care of. Now, back to the village. We need to report this to my master.
Oh shit, it just teleports you back. I forgot I did that. Challenge the same battlefield again. I wonder why you don't just get to explore. Like, explore current battlefield. Is it the hidden village? Select another battlefield. Let's go. 33. Yeah, this is the castle again, but like obviously it's different. It's either like a different time or it's covered in more red stuff. I don't know. It's kind of just a way for the developers to reuse maps, and I don't mind it. I really don't mind it. To start with, I thought it was going to be lazy, but it's not a bad thing. It gives you more content to play, and really, there's no downside. Chow Chow's here. Can I even get him as an ally? I don't even think I could. I can. What? No way. Right, Zhao Yun. I don't think that using them is actually increasing their oath very much.
Allow me to assist you.
I thought you increased the oath level by using them in combat more.
Judging by their armor, they don't appear to be capital guards. Perhaps they are the ones who stole the elixir. If that is indeed the case, then they have no doubt come to silence us. We shall not make it easy for them. Let's fight our way out.
Just making sure there aren't any like hidden objects. kind of amazing that if you drop down next to people, that you get to do that extra little lunge towards them if you're going for a stealth attack. It's not all the time, like it failed there, but it did it earlier. Come on. Got him. What about this shortcut that I opened up in the main game? Is it still open? No. You have to go back up and do it again. That's fine. Rank 4 steel? Nice. Can I open the shortcut by using this other shortcut? No way! It actually works. What is this music, by the way? Oh, what the fuck? I just got like a force. What the fuck? Spirit gain from deflecting. Whoa! It's way lighter too. I'd have to change some of the other lower stats, but that's pretty good. And it's a +2 already. Wow. Maybe it's worthwhile repeating these missions just to get gear? I don't know. I would have to repeat one of these missions twice and then compare what the final gear was that I got. Because it says like, what does it say? It says reward and then the type of reward it is, but it doesn't say if it's like a 5-star, 3-star. It just says like reward, yellow turban. The hell? Who's getting hurt over here?
There's little more we can do now. How pathetic. I trust you can handle it from here. I must learn from my failures on the battlefield.
Oh, come on! I was just trying to aid the dude and I got stun locked twice. It's not as if it's a huge setback when stuff like that happens, but it's a bit annoying. Alright, fuck summoning Zhao Yun then. I hate to do this. I hate to do this, but I think I'm gonna give him that big ass piece of gear that I just got. Cause even though it's good, right? It's very low armor. And it's very lightweight. I don't think it's what I want. I think the +2 would have been cool to like salvage and get the steel back for it, but it's gonna give me low-grade steel. I don't need low-grade steel. What I do need is 4-star artifacts. So what was the flute? What does the flute give you? I'm using a flute. Positive effect duration. Yeah. Spell duration. What is that? Increases the duration of positive effects and ailments bestowed by... Ah! So positive effect duration is just positive, but spell duration is positive and negative. Ranged attack damage received down. Metal phase spell. You know what? This is a direct upgrade. Good shit. Direct upgrade, and we got a new panda friend for the village. Worth it.
So, you rush right in to meet your doom. I'm afraid we must claim your head here, lest we sacrifice ours. Let's get him now. The traitor Cao Cao dies here. Ha ha! I'm coming. Let us split the accolades 50-50. Inconceivable!
I knew you would not fall short of my expectations.
I think we got everything. We got the panda, we got the big
Let's
chest,
put this place behind us.
and they're both exhausted. I think we got it. Alright, I'm gonna return to the hidden village so it saves, and I think I'm just gonna end the stream. It is almost 11. This game's pretty fun. That was the 1300th stream on Twitch. Holy shit. That's a big number. You know what? The stream starts again tomorrow. I'll look up, you know what I'll look up? I'll look up that woman's key. And I'll look up the woman who is missing her husband. They're probably called like village quests or something like that. It has to be something pretty easy to remember. We got more pandas. Yeah, it's slowly populating them from the front to the back. They're having a nice panda time. I wonder if we get anything for getting pandas though.
Look at how many there are now. Here's a token of my thanks.
We do. You get tiger seal.
Gently does it.
Okay. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Thanks for watching. Good night. Good night.